Hi again, guys, and welcome back to another replay cast. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and hopefully I'll be able to get more videos done soon. I do apologise for the lack of videos over the last few days. I have been busy with work and streaming as well, and I've also had a few IRL things that I've had to attend to. Also, a heads up for you guys, I will be busy over the next week because I have a lot of work to do. Because work is quite busy for the next few days. Though I will have time on Friday next week and I think Thursday as well. Though I will be working all the way through until then. With that out of the way, before I get into this replay, since it's only a month before Tankfest, I'll be trying to make as many videos as possible before then and stream as much as I can. As for Tankfest itself, hopefully I'll be seeing plenty of you guys there. You'll probably see me hanging out with people like my good buddy Snooze, also in the Cirque clan. You'll see him on Cirque on stream quite a bit. You'll see me around with Fosh, people like them, and so hopefully see plenty of you guys at Tankfest. If you see me running around, you'll probably see me like you'll see this kind of like red-haired guy just kind of like dicking around with people like Fosh and Snooze. So if you see me, feel free to say hi. I'm not scared, guys. So don't worry. Come up, say hi. It's good to see you guys. And with that done, let's get into the replay. So, Freezer112, one of my viewers, and another guy who remarks plenty of tanks, has sent me this replay of him in the Type 62, the Chinese Tier 7 premium light tank. Basically, this tank is the same as the WZ131, except it doesn't get the top 85mm. This is the first 85mm that you get from the WZ131. Except on this tank, you're getting better base view range and better DPM and gun handling in exchange for worse mobility. And that's about it. The 131 will accelerate much quicker than this. It has a slightly higher top speed, I believe, and also has better alpha on the gun, so it trades better, and I believe it turns a little quicker, that tank. So Freezer has spawned on the attacking team on what I would say is the better spawn for the attackers when you're in a light tank, the number 1 spawn, as it lets you get into some very good bushes that let you spot anyone crossing towards the south flank from the defending spawn. And as you can see, he's already gotten a couple of shots in the VK36 and the KV2, and there's the T71, the enemy top tier light tank. This is a 5-10 matchmaking game in tier 7, so there are 5 tier 7s and 10 tier 6s on each team. Unfortunately for Freezer, they've already lost one of their mediums. The Skoda T25 there has already gone. He spotted the enemy T29 there. Unfortunately, none of his team able to do much against him. He's just poking at the moment to see if he can spot that T71 here. He will be wanting to try and get into the position on D4 because, of course, if you're playing a light tank and you get assault on Corellia, that is where you want to go. So, spots the KV3 there. There's not really much chance of the KV3 spotting him because I'm pretty sure Freezer has a damn good crew with full camo skill on this tank. Also spots the Hummel, and also he's got plenty of bushes, so there wasn't really much chance of the KV3 spotting him there. T71, they know where he is. T71, of course, doing what is usually the ideal thing to do when you're in the defending team, as Freezer takes out the enemy artillery. Does get spotted by the T71 over there. But unfortunately for that T71, yeah, Freezer's got a KV2, who actually that KV2 was very lucky to, well, very unlucky to not one-shot that T71 because that was an HE shell, and it low rolled for about 780, which is very, very low So he's just looking for the shot on the T-71 now to try and finish him off. Does spot the T-71 again, and just right click, left click, and that's the enemy light tank gone. That's very important in this kind of match, because light tanks when you're playing assault are quite possibly the most important class that you could have, because when you are attacking you have to be able to spot all the enemy campers, and that's essentially what you need to win. It doesn't really matter a lot of the time which flanks you go, as long as you have someone spotting the campers, then that essentially lets you work with your own flank, if that makes sense, because you're not worrying about campers at the back quite as much, and you can focus more on the tanks in front of you. And that's essentially what Freeze's job is here, to root out any of the campers, such as that SU-152 and the SU-100 he spotted earlier, and make sure that they are taken down, so then the rest of his team can move up safely. Also, not having the artillery around anymore on the enemy team does make things a lot easier. It doesn't have something able to shoot over rocks to pressure his team as well. And the enemy team have only got one medium left as well. It's that VK-31P, and he's about to go down just now as the SU-100 creeps up on him. Meanwhile, Freezer spotted the enemy SU-100 once again, gets some good spotting on him, gets a shot at himself, and finishes him off. Also spots the OI and the Churchill 7, tries to put a shot into the Churchill 7. Unfortunately, that was AP, and that's not going to go through the front of that turret. Tries to put a heat shell in, but the Churchill 7 manages to pull back in time. So right now he's looking for the OI, looking for a shot on him. Gets spotting on the Churchill. Churchill gets taken down, gets all the spotting for it, gets a bit of spotting on that KV-85 there, who got set on fire. Looking to see if the OI is trying to peek against him. He's not. KV-85 is now a one-shot as well. In fact, there's not really much for him to worry about other than the IKV and the OI as far as view range goes. And right now, this OI is screwed here. He's caught in a crossfire between Freezer and the friend on Freezer's heavies there, with the IS-2 taking him down. So right now Freezer's feeling pretty good, you can tell, because he's playing very aggressive now in his light tank. And even better, there's the KV-3 once again, still on full health, and well, he's just going to try and farm him here. And at this range, at that angle, it's actually the right thing to fire heat at him, but luckily for Freezer, that KV-3 is a very generous guy and turns his flat side to him, so Freezer's not going to fire any more heat after that one. KV-3 is tracked. Looks like he doesn't have his repair kit anymore, and Freezer's just going to keep firing shot after shot into the flat side of that KV-3, and there's nothing that KV-3 can do, setting him on fire for added insult to injury, and that takes him down. A little happy wave of the gun there, as I'm sure Freezer is also using the 3 Marks of Excellence mod to show his progress on that, and that suggests that he has just achieved his 3rd mark right there with the kill on the KV-3. There's the enemy SU-100. He's not worried about taking hits anymore, because he knows he can finish this guy off without any trouble whatsoever, and even take another hit to boot, as long as the SU doesn't max roll on him. And in fact, does take another hit, but at that point it was a low roll, and Freezer finishes him off for the win. And with that, let's go to the post-game stats. So that was indeed Freezer's 3rd Mark of Excellence on the Type 62, so congratulations Freezer. That was along with the Ace Tanker, Patrol Duty, and High Caliber for 3,297 damage, 3,445 assistance. The vast majority, of course, was spotting. I think the only tracking he got was on the KV-3, and that was barely any. The rest of that was all his damage, really, on the KV-3. And that, along with the 5 kills, gave him 1,892 base XP, which is a very nice base XP considering he was top tier, because that meant it was one hell of a carry, and that gave him quite a nice profit for a tier 7 premium as well, would have made 42,000 credits with a standard account, and he instead made 84,000 with a premium account. And with his premium account, he made 3,406 XP in total, so very nice result there. So once again, congratulations, Freezer, on your 3rd mark. I'm sure you're very, very happy with that. I would be as well. The Type 62 is one of the more difficult tier 7s to get gun marks on, mainly because it's a favourite of the better players, a favourite of the Unicums and Super Unicums out there, of which I am not one. And to be honest, it's still one of the better tier 7 lights. Even though the WZ131 is still a capable tank in its place in the tech tree, the Type 62 I still feel is a better tank overall. Anyway guys, that's all from me. Like I say, hopefully I'll catch you guys at Tank Fest. And I will be streaming tonight at about 8:30 PM Central European Time, or 7:30 PM GMT. And I'll be streaming some World of Tanks. Probably going to be switching between Frontlines and some standard random battles. We'll see how it goes. So I'll see you guys then, hopefully. And with that, catch you guys later.